This is a dating question. Do you think that women and like if you're dating a guy for the first time, do you think that you both should split the bill?
Fuck no.
Why?
Because a man should be a fucking man, that's why.
Let's say like you're a couple of dates down. Let's say you're in a relationship even.
If
You're
you're deep in a relationship, then yeah. But if it's the first or the second or the third date, no, the men should always pay. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, because a lot of guys, I guess, will assume that the girl is gonna, after a certain amount of dates, is gonna sleep with the guy. Or do you think that that's like they should request that just as much as you're requesting for them to pay?
Well, my beliefs are completely different than that because I'm like not sexually active. I'm saving myself for marriage, you know? So I feel like when we're dating, a man should spoil me. And then once we're married, then yeah, that's when we'll start doing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I only have sex with someone I'm in love with.
So do you date to marry?
Yes. Or to play them.
Why would you play them if you're not even gonna
Not even gonna what?
like be intimate with them? Wait, can I ask you like, are you a virgin?
No.
Okay. Question: when do you tell the guy that you're seeing or girl that you date to marry?
I don't know.
Tricky, huh?
It just all these questions are so hard. I gotta go.
You're good. You're good. All right. So if you could go back in time and give yourself advice,
Never fucking get married.
You said never get married? Why?
Because it's a trap.
But not everyone's like that.
Oh, it's a trap. It's a trap.
Okay, what would you?
Never waste my time on lame bitches, I guess.
Do you think that there's something that you could have done to see that they were lame in the beginning, or did you?
Not be as trustful, I guess. Plain and simple.
You guys came out. You guys are doing screen interviews. What sparked this? What's the inspiration?
I'm here for the bitches. So like, I'm really just trying to get the content, and then I ask for the number. Like her right there. Yeah. How you doing? I'm getting her after this video.
I feel you. That happens a lot because they follow your Instagram. That's a great way to pick up girls. While you're doing your mission, you pick up girls. That's the best way, I think. But what made you start doing like content?
I started for some bread, like strictly off to like change my situation, bro. Cause I need money and like I love money, so like that's why I started really going hard, bro, for the bread.
So there's other ways you could have gotten bread. Why this?
I feel like this is like more like the easiest route, cause like really I'm just talking to girls, something I do anyways. So like why not just make money from talking to girls? You feel me?
Speaking of, no.
Friend.
You said black. Do you think that on the first date, do you think that you should split the bill?
I think it depends on the man, but typically it's kind of like, depending on who I date, usually I prefer for them to pay, but that's usually brought up prior to the date. I don't have an issue splitting the bill, but it's just kind of understood that he's gonna pay, but it's okay. Like if he's like, hey, like I didn't get paid this week, like can we split the bill? Yeah, that's cool.
What if after 3 dates, he expects some sort of like intimacy from you?
I feel like that's different person to person, honestly. And I think it depends like person to person on what their intimacy comfort is, but it also depends on the person you're dating as well. So I feel like situationally, that's a very, like I could talk about that for a while in terms of who it is. I don't know. I can't give you a straight answer because I think every situation is a little bit different.
I feel like what happens often is people overgeneralize dating as if like there's a right way and a wrong way when it's just based off of your values. And I think people are confused, and that's why maybe they're not successful in their relationship or dating. Like
I agree with that. I think everyone should just go by their own moral compass and what they're comfortable with. And if someone doesn't respect what you're comfortable with, then that's not the person for you, because the person who's going to respect what you're comfortable with is going to be that person for you.
Do you date to marry?
Yes.
Do you think that people should go through trial and error with people to figure out what they want and how to be successful in a relationship? Or do you think that you should just prioritize the best person for you and that's it? Like, meaning like get into relationships even though you know it could fail, just for the experience to learn how to be a good partner?
I think it depends, because even when you set yourself with someone who you think it's going to be successful with, sometimes things do actually end up falling through, whether it happens like for you or for them. So I think going into things with an open mind and being able to kind of learn for yourself what you gained out of that relationship instead of what you lost is best. So like, okay, I learned that I set new standards for myself. I want to be respected this way because this person taught me that I want to be respected this way, or this person taught me that this was something I actually found out I didn't like. And I think it's okay to go with that as long as you have good intentions with it.
I think people sometimes don't realize what they want until they get something that they don't.
then if you don't know what you want, you shouldn't be dating. I just
You think so? Well, I mean, you could gain a lot of experience.
so I think it's okay to go in saying, hey, I don't really know what I want, but if you go in and you're kind of like, hey, like I want to date and be in a relationship, but you don't know what you want, then I think it's just really important. Transparency is the number one thing. I'm a very blunt person, so I'm very upfront with what I want, but I don't think everyone is transparent, and that's okay. But I think it kind of not only affects other people, like the people they're in relationships with, but it will end up affecting them in the long run. So
I agree. I think people are scared to be transparent because they're afraid of like just being alone.
I agree. Yeah, they'd rather have the company of someone temporarily than being upfront and waiting for someone who's going to last longer for them.
One, do you think that you guys should split the bill on the first date? Why not? Like,
He's supposed to be impressing himself. So splitting the first date, I mean, if for the second, the third date, maybe. But like for the first date, he should be impressing himself. He should already come like, you know, like impress, buy you your dinner and stuff.
Yeah, don't split the bill. Especially, I feel like it depends on who initiates the date. Like if I initiate the date, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, pay and show you that, you know, I can take care of you, I got you. And if you initiating, that means you showing me that you got me and that you can pay for my, you know, for my food or whatever the case may be. But
what if a guy was gonna take you out to a date that didn't cost a lot? Would that be okay or?
For the first date, yeah.
yeah, I don't mind. Don't complain.
Don't be doing no risk Chris for the first date. I'm not expecting that. Like we could just chill, or you could do dinner at the house. But you know, don't expect nothing afterwards. But just like.
What do you think a good first date is? Because maybe that's an issue. Because a lot of people when they approach, they're like, where do I take this fucking girl, right? What would you say a good first date is?
I mean, I would say, you know, a nice little restaurant. You know, I'm not really the one who's like, oh yeah, you gotta take me out. Oh, like
if you have that conversation beforehand, so you know what type of stuff she likes, and that makes you figure out what type of date she's into. That's all.
a restaurant is nice. Even if we go out to a park and you do like a little picnic, I like that. You know, stuff like that, because it shows like
But this generation,
little stuff like that
This
matters.
generation's so messed up. They just want expensive stuff.
Do you guys date to marry?
Right now, I wouldn't say I'm dating to marry, but I do know what I want. I definitely know what I want in a relationship right now. Like, I don't have time to sit here and waste. I know what I want right now.
Well, since I'm in college, so like I'm expecting you should like at least have something type of goal. So at least have like, oh, I want this, I want that. At least have that. If you don't have that, then ain't no point to mess around with me, cause I'm a want. Like I'm a want a family. I'm a want to get married. But if you still want to run around these streets, go ahead. Just not with me.
Do you think that you should split the bill on the first date?
No. I don't
Why
think
not?
So I think it's because it's like more of like a man gesture, like, you know, respect. Maybe on the second one, you know, if she's gonna give you something good, you know, maybe. But it's like,
Do you expect a girl to like put out something after like a first couple of dates?
it really all depends. If it's someone I'm not really interested into, then I'd be like, all right. But it's like all depends if it's like the woman bad, you know what I mean? Then maybe.
Do you date to marry?
No.
What would be your dating goals?
My dating goals, I feel like I'm still young. I probably wouldn't think about marriage right now or like any goals. So it's like I wouldn't see a future right now with any girl. So
Let's say you found a girl attractive and you were talking to her. Would you be upfront about it? And how upfront would you be? Because sometimes people, maybe they just want like casual dates, but they don't tell the other person because they think they might reject them for it.
you see that changes now. Cause what if I really like a girl then I wouldn't probably say anything about it. I would just probably wait onto it and wait for it to lead on. If now, remember, you don't really meet the person truly. So it's like slowly and surely, and then it'll be like, yo, maybe it'll change, you know what I mean?
Do you think you should get into relationships just for experience to then when you find the right person, come to that relationship with experience?
Damn,
Because sometimes heartbreak can make you realize what you want and just help you become a good partner.
yeah, that does happen. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. You experience a lot of things in life, and I think you should experience new things before you actually be like, damn, that's my person, you know what I mean? It's all a progress, you know. You gotta really slow it down before I be like, yo, I'm gonna marry that girl, straight off the bat. I've had a homeboy that proposed 2 months in and wanted to get kids and everything. It's crazy. Me personally, I wouldn't.
You've never been in a long-term relationship with them, but you already want long-term.
It's a honeymoon stage, and that's what gets into the relationship. They move in and stuff, and it doesn't last not even 6 months. That's what fucks it up, complete.
Do you think that the first date You should split the bill.
No, the guy should pay.
First impressions are lasting impressions. So you got to make this girl think you're all in.
You gotta be the bag winner.
Yeah, for real. You got to walk in. You got to show her that you're really about that shit. You can't go in and expect her to pay half of it. You're asking her out on the date. You know what I mean? It's not like you're asking each other out. So it's a one-sided thing, basically. So you got to pay for that shit.
Do you think a girl should approach guys? Do you think women should approach men?
Yeah.
I do think, honestly, I think girls just be shy. Because, like, or not even that. It's just a cultural thing that, like, boys go and chase girls, you know what I mean?
But I think that works better. I think it's better when girls approach guys because we get rejected all the fucking time.
Exactly.
So when a girl approaches us, she already thinks we're a match. So it's probable.
You have
That's
such
valid,
a point
that's
there.
valid.
You have such a point. As if they walk up, they think it's a match because they're girls. Girls have it so different than the guys. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, shout out to O. Just all my gang, all the gang going back to college tomorrow. So we getting that one last send out.
Are you guys trying to pick up girls
I'm always down to slap some shit around.
right now? You have to go up first, and then we just sit back. Don't worry, we got your back. Go get her. Who do you like? Like, who are you into?
Orientals hit my line. I love the Asian women.
You see the group right there? Oh, not the cop. The group right
The
there.
group right there.
Yeah.
But they're like pink hair shorties, but I guess I can do some shit about that.
Wait, why did you reject him? Why did you reject him? No, oh, fuck.
I guess I'm gonna give up for now. I came out here. I just got out here actually. This is like the first interaction I've had all night.
At least you approached someone. There's a lot of guys who are not going to approach, and you fucking did it.
Yeah, I gotta say, a lot of these places downtown, it don't be fun downtown. It'd be for the mature people.
You can ask any of us. We're the question guys. We know the answers.
There was a burning building, and you had a wife and a baby. Who are you saving?
Shit.
You have to think about it.
Yeah, wife.
You have already, that is one thing. You've already established yourself with this wife. You know, you spent many years with her. This baby, you've only known them for what, a certain amount of years?
The baby is like a piece of your wife. Can we put my man's fit on camera? I see the Dolce. I know who exactly. The dude with the Moschino bag and stuff? Yes, I know exactly who you are. I respect you.
If you could go back in time and give yourself advice, what advice would you give yourself?
Oh, wow. That's a good one. I'd say take more risks. Take a risk on a dream. Do it. Give it a shot. You haven't got a lot to lose. No, it's not that big a deal.
What's one dream you would have taken a risk on?
Probably would have gone into a creative field instead of like law. I make a really good living, so I can afford to do this, but it's not my passion.
Do you think that you should be held accountable for what you say on social media at your job?
What do you mean?
Let's say you post something on social media. Do you think that you should be held accountable for what you post on social media?
I mean, it kind of depends on what you mean by accountable. I mean, I think you're accountable for everything you say. You know, this is a new scenario where every word out of your mouth is captured for posterity forever and ever and ever. That's a high standard. People make mistakes. They get angry. They might be drunk. They might be high. Everybody on earth says something they shouldn't say. Look, civilization is filters, right? Every single person thinks something awful that they shouldn't think every minute of every single day. And what civilization is putting a filter on that. Closing your mouth and not doing it. The problem with social media and with networking and all that kind of stuff is that in a weak moment, the filter lapses, the filter comes down, and then you're stuck with it for the rest of your life.
What brought you out to downtown?
Girls' night.
Do you guys date to marry?
Yes, 100%. I'm trying to get married right now. I have a boyfriend that I've been with almost 10 years.
So did you tell him initially that you were dating to marry?
Tell him every day. Very straightforward, straight to the point. Maybe it freaks him out a little bit, but at least he knows what I want.
What do you think holds your relationship together?
Love.
What keeps the love going? Because your love is different than their love and their love.
Period. I don't know. That is a good question.
Why him and not someone that you could be compatible with? Like why?
I know him. I mean, we literally grew up together, literally. So I've seen the person that he was and who he's became, and we both grew up together.